Hi, I'm Maria Walther,
I'm Jessica Walsh.
and we're two traveling teachers. We're here at Gwendolyn Brooks School on the last week of school in June to talk about some summer books.
Yeah. So I'm going to start us off. This is a new middle grade book called Silver Meadows Summer by Emma Otegi. And I was super excited for this book to come out, and I loved every page of it. It's just a beautiful book about a girl named Carolina, who moved from Puerto Rico to New York with her family. And she's living with her tia and uncle and their kids. And her cousin Gabriella invites her to go to the camp they've always been to every summer, Silver Meadows. And Caro just doesn't quite mesh with the girls that Gabby is friends with, and she befriends a girl named Jennifer who is just a little different, and Gabby kind of makes a big deal about it. And Caro's mom wants her to fit in, and so she feels that pressure to fit in with Gabby and her friends while really just wanting to hang out with Jennifer. So the two girls go off the beaten path, and they discover this cottage in the woods, and they kind of make it into their little retreat. And in the cover, you can see the book is under the water there, and the reflection of the pond. And it's there that they can just be themselves, really. So Jenny is an artist, and Caro used to draw back home in Puerto Rico and just hasn't quite discovered her place in New York and that outlet there, but in the cottage she does. So it's just a really beautiful book for your artists and your reflective kids, because there's also some poetry woven into. So it mixes, I just want to look at my notes, it mixes Robert Frost's The Road Not Traveled with Antonio Machado, who has a beautiful line in there that's repeated, Caminante no hay camino, which means traveler, there is no path. Se hace camino al andar, you make your path by walking. And so that just comes back and again throughout the book. And yeah, it's just a really beautiful summer read. So that's Silver Meadows Summer by Emma Otegi.
Ooh, that sounds so great. I'll put it on my summer reading list. For our picture book this afternoon, this is Summer by Tao Wenstrom. And it is a book, it kind of reminds me of the turnip stories. So where the great big enormous turnip, where all the animals are pulling the turnip out, but it's different. In this book, all the animals are looking for shade because it's so very hot. And so they're looking for shade and looking for shade. And finally the elephant goes under this tree and says, that he's going to take all the shade. Well, the animals realize there's no leaves on the tree. And so they start laughing at elephant. Well, then they see a father and child walking through the desert, and they see the shadow that they make, and they decide to get shade that each animal will get in the shadow of the bigger animal, which is the place where it reminds me of the enormous turnip. And they do that until finally they're all in the shade, and then a cloud comes and shades them in the end. So it's just a different summer read. We read it today in first grade. The kids really liked it. So that's our 2 summer reads. We're 2 traveling teachers. Have a great summer, and we'll see you soon.